Shalom, this is Sophia, the AmeriKaren Maryam, and we're here to get an ancestor message. We're going to see what is going on in the spirit realm. I've been a little bit off the grid for the last 24 hours or so, so we're going to get a general message of what's going on. I don't have a specific question to ask. I am going to ask a little bit about what's called the Mercury Star Point. On September the 5th, we have Mercury Kazemi, which is where Mercury is in direct alignment with the sun. So we're going to see what exactly is going on with that energy. We'll ask some questions. Maybe we can find out what's going on with that in the spirit realm. But first and foremost, all praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We thank God we thank the Mother for always being with us, guiding us, and leading us down the path of life. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother, Yahweh Shai, and the perfect example that he set. And of course, to our beloved sister, the Thaumaturga, Saint Philomena. We have a lot of work to do, so let's get it. So, I as far as what's going on in the world, I do see that, well, there's some kind of tower going on with AmeriKaren because obviously we're getting into this Nine of Cups energy, and that's really unfortunate for them. But I see that Saudi Arabia is getting ready to show up at the BRICS meeting, and they really this BRICS meeting has been going on for a whole month, it seems like, because first it was the 1st of August, and they moved it to the end of August, and it's a lot of stuff going on with that. So I just see that the tides are changing, and something that I had suggested to one of the sisters was that perhaps AmeriKaren, in an attempt to save themselves from what is inevitable, they would actually be pretty smart to is that going to come out or what? To well, they would be smart to just walk away from their cups and give us what they owe. They won't do that, but they would be smart to just start fulfilling some of these requests that we've been making for this for this money and these different legal remedy processes that I've been working on, so that they have a hope of getting our energy back into their money system, because it's the same thing with their voting system. If they don't have our energy in their system is it doesn't mean anything. They have to have our energy. They have to have our money. See? It's a self-imposed imprisonment these people are putting themselves in right now. Let's see what these are. A doubles. We have the 8. This is the 9. 8. We have the 8 of swords, the 10 of swords. This is right here with this. Their money is all messed up. You have the mother out here who's doing her thing, and of course the 9 of Pentacles. It's funny, I was watching a reading and the 9 of Pentacles showed up in that reading too. And then you have the 5 of Cups, and then you have the King of Cups. And us in this, well, I should put her first. I always put our mother first. But in this King of Cups energy and this 9 of Cups, King of Cups energy and this 9 of Pentacles, these are both my cards. This is so weird. Okay, in this King of Cups energy and this 9 of Pentacles energy, AmeriKaren would do very, very well to get themselves out of this imprisonment they got themselves in this poorness, if they would just give us our money. They keep acting as if, okay, they're somehow going to get us to pay attention to, what's going on with them without some kind of financial thing. Nobody's giving them any energy unless they actually cough up the finances. And it's not that we want the finances. Again, in this card, the 9 of Pentacles, she's surrounded by money, but what's she worried about? The bird. She's not worried about that money. The money is there, but the money is not what she's concerned about. She's concerned about the littlest, smallest thing, the bird that is, she's singing to, in my humble opinion, being that these are one of my cards. And AmeriKaren would do well to take. I hope that this is also indication that AmeriKaren is going to do this, that they are going to put money back into our hands to try and save the energy. You know, this is the same problem with, if you've been watching any other high level readings, right? Everybody's been basically saying the same thing. These people have been playing in our energy so long, they think it's their energy, like they own it, like they can actually control how we respond. And that what they're being shown, it's not their energy. It don't actually belong to them. It's literally not their energy. Those pentacles are not their pentacles. They're there, but they're not theirs. And so for the longest time, AmeriKaren thought that this energy that was our energy was their energy. And now they're finding, oh Lord, here we go. We got our sister out here. We got the high priestess. They're getting judgment for this. But what is a judgment? The Three of Swords. King of Swords is out here. They're finding out that this energy is not theirs. They don't get to just come in and tell us what we're going to do with our energy. And that's the problem with like this ADL people and all this stuff. They act like their energy is the energy that is, they just been playing in our energy, pretending to be us for so long. They think that it belongs to them. And they're really finding out the hard way that they have put themselves in this self-imposed prison and stabbed themselves in the back. This is what they've done to themselves by acting like our energy is their energy and they own us. Whether I do the paperwork to become a secured creditor or not, they don't own us. They don't own my energy. They just don't. They may think that they do, but to be honest, they don't. And so they're finding out right now that if they want to hold on to their system at all, or it's going to be a death to their system, either or. But if they want to hold on to their system, they've got to go through this death. And the death is realizing that our mother, our sister, and the judgment is here. Period. And there's no way they're going to get around that. They can't buy their way out of it. They can't charm their way out of it. They can't fight their way out of it because the fighters are on our side. They don't have nobody to fight for them. Again, like I've been saying, the Leviathan is gone. So they have nobody to fight for them, as if the Leviathan was going to fight for them in the first place. You know, something interesting on a different note, different topic. I was listening to the Scottish Fairy book on YouTube earlier. It's on the LibriVox. And they had a story in there about the Leviathan. And the way that there was a little boy. Here we go. We still got the Nine of Cups. We are going to get our foundation built. We're going to get our foundation built. This, in this kind of energy, this is not like, gluttony. This is like us being secure. And our security being secured by this, this King of Swords, the Empress, our mother, and the High Priestess, our sister, and the Judgment. So in the Scottish Fairy book, there was a story. Look at this, so much information. We got the Hermit. Still in hermit mode. We got our ending. Got the Ace of Wands. Three of Wands. Seven of Cups. We got the Nine and the Seven of Cups. So the young boy in the story, he was able to defeat the Leviathan. He basically outsmarted the Leviathan. Can't make this up. Strength on the bottom of the card. He was actually able to outsmart the Leviathan by forcing the Leviathan to eat him. And he was on a boat, and so he knew something about the makeup of something, some scientific thing. And so when the Leviathan swallowed the boat, he did something, and Leviathan spat him out, and that thing killed itself, by taking the bait. And this also gives me the feeling of, AmeriKaren had a choice, and the choice they made, they took the bait. And the bait was this lady who was surrounded by money but not paying attention to it, right? That's us. Our energy was powering this whole system. It was. It's not currently, and that's why everything is falling apart. Because their system is not being powered by anything. They don't even have a system that's being powered. It's a powerless system. And so in order for them to get anything, to have any sort of anything, and to not just go through this death the way that it's coming in, the spiritual death has already occurred. AmeriKaren is a dead country. But in order to recover anything, to leave out of here with anything, any of the stuff that they want, they're going to have to restore us. We got the King of Cups and the King of Swords. They're going to have to protect us, and they're going to have to restore us. So it's a double whammy for them, because they don't want to protect us, and they don't want to restore us. But that's the only way they can get out of this problem. They're not going to be allowed out of this any other way. And they're going to have to let us teach people how to do this. They're not going to be able to just, walk all over us. The mother is commanding them to stop with her wand. Let's see what's going on in the physical world. I got a new deck here called the Mirror Cards. We're going to take a look at that for emotional energy. We got our new beginning. That's the Scottish fairy book. When they started talking about the Leviathan, I was really surprised. So the Leviathan is not a new concept. And what they called the Leviathan in the book was some kind of worm. And I was like, wow. So even when they say what the canker worm and the palmer worm have, that's a reference to the Leviathan. What the Leviathan has stolen, they're going to have to restore. All right, ancestors, beloved saints, what's going on in the physical world that you can enlighten us with, that won't give away any of your secret moves? Because I know, as a person involved in this stuff, that I can accidentally give away secret moves. So we want something that's not going to compromise ongoing operations in the physical world. Man, AmeriKaren is dead. AmeriKaren is dead. They have to pay a price for what they've done. But they're going to have to actually pay. They're not going to be able to get away with this crap that they're trying to do. Which is not paying, not giving anything, acting like they're just going to, move on from this and start another country, in Ukraine. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. What else can you tell us, beloved ancestors? We're going to look at these cards. Anything else that you can tell us without giving up any secret plans? I'm going to start saying that. Okay, so we got the 10 of Pentacles again. We've got the 8 of Cups. We got the 8 and the 9 of Cups. We got the 7 of Cups. Oh, we got double 7 of Cups. Look at this. In this 7 of Cups, this AmeriKaren, she got all the choices in the world and can't have none of them. Now without us, we got the 10 of Cups here. We got the Lovers. We got the 9 of Swords. We got the 10 of Swords here. And then we got double Hermit card. Let's see what saint that is. So now we got double. That's always an indication to me that a saint is nearby. I'm sure there's a faster way I can do this. I thought there was a faster way I could do this. Let's go back some more. Here we go. Now there'll be a faster way. So the hermit is Saint Anthony of Egypt. We've got double hermit out here. Let's see who Saint Anthony is. I read about him a while ago. All right. Saint Anthony the Abbot. He's a patron saint against eczema, skin diseases, skin rashes, epileptics, against ergotism, against pestilence, patron saint of amputees, anchorites, animals, basket makers and weavers, brush makers, butchers, cemetery workers, domestic animals, farmers, grave diggers, graveyards, hermits, pigs, monks, relief from pestilence, swineherds, hospitalers, Tempio and Purius, Italy, and Diocese of 9 cities. The life of St. Anthony will remind people of St. Francis of Assisi. At 20, Anthony was so moved by the gospel message, go sell what you have and give to the poor, that he actually did that with his large inheritance. He is different from St. Francis in that most of Anthony's life was spent in solitude. He saw the world completely covered with snares and gave the church and the world the witness of solitary asceticism, a great personal mortification and prayer. But no saint is antisocial, and Anthony drew many people to himself for spiritual healing and guidance. At 54, he responded to many requests and founded a sort of monastery of scattered cells. Again, like Francis, he had great fear of state buildings and well-laden tables. At 60, he hoped to be a martyr in the renewed Roman persecution of 311, fearlessly exposing himself to danger while giving moral and material support to those in prison. At 88, he was fighting the Arian heresy, the massive trauma from which it took the church centuries to recover. The mule kicking over the altar denied the divinity of Christ. Yikes. Anthony is associated in art with a T-shaped cross, a pig, and a book. The pig and the cross are symbol of his valiant warfare with the devil. The cross is his constant means of power over evil spirits. The pig, a symbol of the devil himself. The book recalls his preference for the book of nature over the printed word. Anthony died in solitude at 105. Golly. All right. So, again, we're still in hermit mode out here. And, to me, it's just in the physical world, our 10 of cups, and our 10 of pentacles is coming together. We should be starting to see this. You should be starting to see your financial world come together. And, as far as this 8 of cups is concerned, you have to walk away from what is not yours. You don't want to take something that's not yours. You don't want to take energy that's not yours. Nothing. And of course, the Desert Hermit, the Hermit card, we're still kind of in hermit mode. The Lover's card, just like it said about St. Anthony, people still loved him so much they wanted to. You should also be feeling this love. And this Nine of Swords card is also giving me the energy of the AmeriKaren is definitely in her head. You can see it with the 7 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. She's in her head trying to figure out what she's going to do. None of this stuff is working for her. Any other information you can share with us, beloved saints and ancestors, that won't compromise anything? Please share with us something that won't compromise anything. Otherwise, we're going to do an energy check, because I think it's pretty obvious what's going on. There is still a lot of stuff going on in the spirit realm, as you can tell by our regular tarot spiral. But as far as in the physical realm, it feels pretty smooth, which is we have the 8 of Wands. So look for some more attacks to AmeriKaren. We've got the Seven of Wands by enemies, by an army. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So not only in the spiritual realm, we're being spiritually protected by this Ace of Wands, but in the physical realm, our material wealth is coming through. And this last card is the Ace of Swords. So we're being protected by the sword in the physical realm. We're being protected by the wand in the spiritual realm. Our money is coming through. AmeriKaren is getting ready to have a fight. They got a fight coming at them, and I'm not sure. I don't think they're gonna be able to survive it. To be honest, they need our energy, and they can keep acting like they don't need it, but that's on them. That's on them. So these are our mirror cards. These are mostly like relationship cards, but I thought it would be good to see, what image we're putting out to the in the spirit realm that's being reflected back onto us. So we're going to ask the ancestors to show us what image are we putting out in the spirit realm that's being reflected back to us in the physical realm. Let's see if we can get two or three. And then we'll do an energy check. No, we're not taking all these cards. Ancestors, what image are we putting out in the spirit realm that's being reflected back to us in the physical realm? All right. Humor. Let's see. Really? That's 15. Both of these say 15. Anyway. Wow. Okay. Let's look at 15. All right, 15. Humor releases us from isolation of self-protection, providing an opportunity for our hearts to open again. You may be feeling that your situation is no laughing matter, but consider whether you are too concerned with protecting yourself. There is strong connection between defensiveness and absence of humor, and it seems in shielding your heart, you have darkened it, losing your ability to be lighthearted. Do you remember the lightheartedness that you and your partner shared when we were first together? The capacity is still there. Take a step back and look for humor in your present predicament. It's only when you drop your defenses that you can discover the funny side and touch each other through humor. Think about the time when you collapsed with laughter. So basically what they're saying is, we really have to take ourselves less seriously. We need to have fun. You can have fun while you're in hermit mode. That's basically what I'm getting. Like, just because you're in hermit mode and you're not socializing with a bunch of people does not mean that you cannot laugh and joke and find some way to lighten the energy. And I feel like it is important for us to lighten it. Strategy. Have a strategy to lighten the energy. The energy is going to get really, really rough, and we're just going to do an energy check too. I have a feeling the energy is going to get really, really rough, and we want to make jokes of it. And also, I find that I've said this many times, when black people start making fun of something, when they're talking about all this real serious stuff, oh, it's so serious, it's so this, it's so that. Ancestors, please give us an energy check. Let's see what's going on energetically with us. When black folks start making fun of something, people in general, they cannot at all. We're not taking all these cards. This is like the whole. All right. They can't go on with their plans. So we have the second chakra, which is Archangel Ariel. I don't know what chakra this is. Oh, the second chakra is the sacral chakra. Oh, so yes, when I did the last reading, it was the solar plexus, not the sacral chakra. So again, with the sacral chakra, I've been burning my sacral chakra incense. We have the seventh chakra out here again. Seventh chakra is crown chakra. Thought, affirmation is I understand. Planets is Uranus. Remember, Uranus is getting ready to go into retrograde. The planet for the sacral chakra is the moon. And the gland is the pituitary gland. All right, we have man holding a coin. We have adjacent possibilities. There's a storm warning. Listen. It's a storm warning. Okay? It's a storm warning. AmeriKaren's got a storm coming their way. And they're not going to be able to get out of it without our energy. And that's why we want to make sure we make jokes about it. Whatever it is, it's funny because AmeriKaren deserves it. They have a lot of anxiety over this. However, we have the victory. We are being given the victory. And because we have caring connections. We have which caring connections? We have these, we have these archangels that are out here. Ariel and Uriel. Ariel is also Gabriel too. Because the moon, anyway, the archangel for the moon is Gabriel. So we have these caring connections. So, we do have the victory. It's just AmeriKaren is just gonna have to give it up, man. They've been holding on to this stuff for too long. All right, let's do a real quick check with our energy, our black money cards. Check our finances. I mean, this is good for us. It's just, remember, don't take it too seriously. Make as many jokes about AmeriKaren as you can. If they try to sell you some ridiculously scary whatever crap they always do, fear porn, just make jokes of it. They can't handle that. Laughter is so disarming to them. All right, ancestors, beloved ancestors, angels, guides, love and light, saints. Can you give us some information about our finances? What should we be paying attention to with our finances for today? Okay, we're going to take those cards. What should we be paying attention to with our finances for today? Ooh. Okay, all right. I think that's enough. So we got judged by mind again. Of course, we got something else out here about the mind. We got ruled by wisdom. We got judged by value. So judged by mind. We got two queens and two kings. That's crazy. This is ruled by love. Always ruled by love. Always, always, always. Get and give. Remember, you want to be giving. You want to be sharing. You have good judgment. Cautious against inconsistency or money motivated decisions. Always. AmeriKaren will have no peace. Clearly. We got the money card out here again. We also got travel and difficulty in finding solutions. AmeriKaren, the only reason why AmeriKaren is having difficulty in finding any solutions is because they refuse to get out of their own way. They refuse to do what's necessary to save themselves because they don't want to see us happy. It's like seeing us happy is the worst possible thing for them. Even though we don't care if they're happy. It doesn't matter to us. We're not in their business like that. Trying to, is AmeriKaren experiencing some joy? We need to stop it. We don't do that to them. And yet here they are every day interfering with our happiness. But one thing I can say, we got two queens out here, two kings, money. It's not, and they have no peace, and they have no way. They have difficulty in finding solutions. There's no way that they can get out of this. They've got a literal army coming after them, a literal actual army. The storm is upon us. The storm is upon us, like some people like to say. And that anxiety is going to be getting to them. But remember, maintain your humor. So I hope this reading has been helpful for people. This is very interesting what's going on, and we'll definitely continue to check the energy with AmeriKaren. I don't know why that came out for today, but I guess we need to know what she's got up her sleeve, and it's nothing. She has no peace, so she has no solution. Which is, I mean, you know that, but it's so weird to see it come out in the cards in this way. So, to the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High Mother, Father, Sister, Brother is your peace. Shalom, and we'll see you in the next video.